Hi, I'm Dr. Jerry Namey of the Workplace Bullying Institute, and welcome to this webinar on making the business case. Now, making the business case is an essential part. In fact, it's step 3 of our 3-step plan to enable bully targets to fight back. But before we can even lay out the 3 steps in the plan, what I really want to do is give you the rationale for the plan and therefore making the business case. One of the most interesting criticisms I've ever read about our approach is that it's utopic, U-T-O-P-I-C, which sent me immediately to the dictionary, and I learned a new word that week. Utopic as in utopian and idealistic. But obviously the person didn't bother reading the entire page at our website that describes the rationale for what I'm about to describe to you. You see, traditional advisors tell bully targets that somehow they have to solve the problem themselves, that they're actually personally responsible for taking action, and therefore it's irrational and irresponsible if they do not take action to alleviate their distress. Now, on one hand, that sounds good, but actually what it does is make the victim responsible for her or his fate. Now, no one has invited this misery upon themselves, and so why are we asking them to extricate themselves from this situation? It's very, very difficult, and in fact, it's impossible. So let's get it straight. Our research has shown, and you can go to our website at workplacebullying.org and sift through the long list of WBI studies, and you will see the ineffectiveness of the bully target's ability to extricate themselves from the mess. They didn't ask for it, and they can't fix it, and they are not in control of its cessation. So let's get that straight, okay? So therefore, they are not responsible. When we say in the study that their confrontations are ineffective, it is typically because they are in less powerful positions. So they are unable to exert control and get somebody to listen to them, let alone believe them. So it's quite a hurdle, quite a power gradient to cross for a bully target. So bully targets shouldn't have to fix the mess they didn't start. Only the employer can fix it. And only by using power from above does a bully actually stop. And they will stop cold in their tracks once they are told by the right person with the appropriate amount of power. They will stop. But until then, they're going to carry on. And when the bully target tries to tell them, implores them to, or requests nicely and politely for them to stop, they will just totally ignore it and blow them up. So given those restrictions, and given the following needs, that's how we developed our program. Number one goal of our entire process is for targets to make their personal health their top priority. Now, it sounds selfish to targets. It's the darndest thing when people call us to get them to understand they need to put themselves first. They'll put their company first. They have waited way too long for the bully to change or for the employer to fix this problem, and they've gotten sicker from the prolonged exposure to stress while they've been waiting. Stress is going to exacerbate the diseases that can kill you, so we must put your health first. So that's number 1. The number 2 goal of our methodology is actually, and I'm going to tell you this straight up front, is to distract you. Honestly, if you are left to your own devices as a bully target who is in a great state of anxiety, it can be quite debilitating. It can make the person agoraphobic. They'll crawl between the sheets and not want to come out. They're lifeless and listless, and it's a horrible state. And you will constantly play negative scripts about yourself and beat yourself up, and you'll feel guilty for not having done more, and you already feel ashamed because shame, personal shame, is a natural outgrowth of an outcome from humiliation you've been subjected to. I want you distracted from all that. So we're going to give you a task, literally a task. Consider it homework or an at-home project. And And the project is, of course, going to be very selfish and necessary for you. But we're going to send you to find some numbers and estimate costs associated with the bullying. I want it to be a distraction. The third goal is to compel the employer to be responsible. You are going to, in the third step, take your story, your business case, to the highest level person you can find on the bully, and you're going to say, well, do you care about profits? If you care about profits, I have a cost-saving opportunity for you. And you need to pitch it as if you were a consultant. And in fact, you are an internal consultant. You're just not from the outside. And you have relevant data they don't have and probably haven't seen ever assembled in one place to demonstrate how to save a lot of money. Of course, the way to save the money is going to be to purge the bully. And you're going to say, do that for business reasons, not because of my health or because of personality conflict. You want to be clear. Now, clearly, if you work for a government agency or a nonprofit organization, profit is not the motive. The balancing the budget is even more critical because your resources are probably more scarce and things are tighter. So saving and shaving costs wherever you can has got to be important to an administrator. So that's the point you want to get across. The problem is we know from the bully's successful ingratiation of that administrator or in the for-profit model, the executive, the higher level manager, they've been kissing their bottom so much that they have rendered themselves appear to be indispensable. So you have to counter that. They're not only dispensable, they're quite expensive, and retaining them is the wrong decision. Finally, a fourth goal for our approach is I want you to take control back from the bully. Bullying is all about control. Bullies feel this need to compensate for a deficiency, a hole in their soul, if you will, and they will control other people rather than do the work it takes to gain control of their own lives. And so in reaching out to others and exploiting others, bullying happens, so it's all about control. We need you to seize that back. And if our statistics are real and credible and believable, which I think they are, there's a very high probability you're going to lose your job, regardless of what you do. And if that is the case, then at least you can take control of, not the big picture, you control the nature of your departure. You control how you leave the organization. And basically you will leave knowing that you were better than they. That's the way it has to be. They were stupid for letting you go. You were great. They are not as good as you, and you were too good for them. So they didn't deserve having your talent. You deserve a better company. You deserve a better employer. So you're regaining control by controlling the nature of your departure. And all of that is the stage setting for why we do the following three-step approach. We say the three-step approach, and it sounds simple, but our model is actually very complicated. The first step takes the longest. The first step is to name it. Name it bullying, psychological violence, emotional abuse, an abusive work environment, an abuser. Name the person. Externalize your problem. It is not you. It is they who are the problem. Other people have decided to attack you, psychologically assault you, for a reason that most likely is based on the fact that you threaten. And you can read our research about that. You are a strong person, otherwise independent, but not able to defend yourself when people come at you with irrational, undeserved, uninvited, crazy-making assault. So the longer you take to name it, the longer you're postponing getting better, and your stress is exacerbated. So at some point, you will, quote, stumble upon our website or our books, or you'll hear about bullying, and you will name this phenomenon. And that day is your aha moment. That is the beginning of the end of the bullying for you, because now you're going to be very motivated to do something about it. But it's interesting, until you name it, you probably have been bullied for quite a long time without knowing that it was even a negative event. You might have turned it off as just part of the culture, or just the way things are, or paying your dues, or other nonsense like that. There's tremendous healing power. So anyway, step one is realize really all about not knowing and then suddenly knowing that it wasn't you. Step 2 is going to require you to take time off from work. You need to take paid time off. Do not file workers' comp claims. HR will want you to file workers' comp claims. Well, it's a field issue. It's a workers' comp claim. The trouble is, it's very difficult to prove and win a workers' comp claim because your injuries are primarily non-physical. Therefore, they're psychological. And in many states, employer groups are passing laws to prevent you from being able to file a workers' comp claim. Yes, that's exactly what they're doing. They're going to stress you to the max, and then they're going to deny the workers' comp avenue for redress. I'm talking about in America. In Canada, the most dramatic new law that just came into effect is in British Columbia, and it's actually workers' compensation based. But that's Canada, not America. We don't do things that way here. So, what do I want you to do in terms of getting paid time off? Try and use short-term disability to offer 90 days away from the place so you can heal and actually do all this assigned work I'm going to send you over to do the project. So go off on disability on your doctor's orders for job stress, file for short term, you have some time to gather records and do other things in terms of extending your time away from work. And by the way, when you leave, knowing that you're going to file this claim, start taking home all your personal effects. Take home your private pictures. Just imagine the creepy bully rifling through your desk, cubicle, box, or work area and finding out private things. So start stripping your company computer of anything private. You shouldn't have had anything there by now anyway. But you want to leave no trace that you were there just in case you might not. These are the things we're going to have you do. You need to check your mental health while you're off during step 2, during your health leave. You need to check your mental health with a professional. Do not recommend the employee assistance program. Use your health insurance while you have it, if you have it, to DC accounts, just to verify and validate that you're not crazy and that you are human. If they do not understand trauma or trauma caused by the workplace, they're a bad counselor. See our advice on what kind of counselor or mental health professional you see. But anyway, check your mental health, check your physical health. Ask your physician to request laboratory results for any indicators that are very sensitive to an inordinate amount of stress. And if you are new to bullying, your blood pressure will show a significant rise. Hypertension is all cardiovascular diseases from stress, and it's a really valuable early warning sign. And so you may be starting medications. And in conjunction with a mental health professional, they may suggest the onset of, or the beginning, I should say, of prescribing antidepressants. But that's up to you and your healthcare provider. Also want you to research your legal options. I want you to pay for an attorney, rent an attorney. They may give you a free consult, but most likely you'll get better treatment if you request a paid half hour to describe your experiences. So you can't take a half hour to describe your experiences. You have to narrow your story down to 5 minutes or so and then ask them if you have any legal redress. Are there any state or federal laws that may have been crossed, violated in your experience? Did the bullying incidents rise to the level of illegality? Oh, they can be quite severe, but as you know from reading our books and watching the videos, severe doesn't mean illegal in the U.S. But they will be listening, I will tell you, the attorneys will be listening very carefully for evidence of discrimination. Do not try and make up discrimination, but if you have gender differences, race differences, age differences, ethnicity differences, religious differences, those are all bases upon which the claims or complaints could be filed to get attention from your employer. But ask an attorney, okay? Don't try and guess. Simultaneously, after you present the fiscal analysis, do say, because they will ask you, what is it you want? You can ask the person be fired, terminated, or move to a position where they no longer supervise another person. That's well and good. And that's understandable and it seems fair. But that's also unlikely.